What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So we actually have some very good news. We're getting much closer to getting a deal done. Democrats are getting very close to getting this proposed $2 trillion human infrastructure bill finalized very soon. The talks are continuing, but multiple Democratic leaders are saying that we could potentially see a House vote on these bills next week. We also know there's discussions over an $800 stimulus voucher, which you will probably want to know about. We also are seeing overwhelming support for a billionaire tax as opposed to a larger corporate tax and a wealth tax on wealthier individuals. We are also seeing right now that news regarding the CDC potentially changing their definition of fully vaccinated is coming out, so I will address that at the end of this video. First off, we have a lot to cover in today's video based off of all the reports that have come out this morning and this afternoon. So make sure you stick around for all of it. First off, I just want to say thank you guys for continuing to watch the videos and always hitting that like button. It really does help out the channel. But let's get into the update for today. First, after a meeting with President Biden earlier this morning, Nancy Pelosi said, and I quote, "There are many decisions that have to be made, but more than 90% of everything is agreed to and written. We are narrowing the differences." Then she went on to say, "We had a very positive meeting this morning, and I'm very optimistic." That is good. When she says 90% of everything has been agreed to and written, first off, having it agreed to and written means we're one step closer. Having it just agreed to and nothing written down makes it very difficult. So this right here is good news because we could potentially see a framework for this by the end of this weekend. Maybe even today. I'm doubtful of today, but maybe this weekend. We do know lawmakers are going to continue to negotiate and work on finalizing this deal this weekend. So I will bring you more updates this weekend as well. She also stated that this package is going to be bigger than anything else that we have ever done for Americans, which means this will at least be $1.9 trillion. But the expectation is this is going to be somewhere right around $2 trillion. And if we see the framework of the $2 trillion infrastructure bill this weekend, that means the House is going to set up a vote for the $1.2 trillion bipartisan hard infrastructure bill sometime this coming week. Remember, according to House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer, this is potentially going to happen this week because we need to get both of these bills done and passed by not just the House, but the bipartisan bill has already been passed by the Senate, has to be passed by the House, then it goes to President Biden's desk for a signature. The human infrastructure bill that they're still working on will go and be voted on in the House, which then the expectation is it will go right to the Senate. It will be voted on in the Senate. If it passes both without any modifications, it will head right over to President Biden's desk for his signature as well. But keep in mind, all this is expected to happen within the next 9 days. We got 9 days until November 1st. So the expectation is let's get it done, but we still have to hurry. Now, a lot of you guys have been asking about Social Security. What is there for people without children? Well, I have a couple updates for you. First, and again, there's a lot of discussions on all this stuff, so I will keep you updated on everything as we move forward. But here's what we know. Right now, Medicare is according to reports, is expected to be pared back. We're not going to see vision, dental, and hearing. We're not going to see those three things. Okay? But that doesn't mean that's bad news. Here's what we know. Biden has says he likes the idea of expanding Medicare completely and fully. However, two people are holding out. Senator Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema are currently saying they object to it. And instead of expanding Medicare, here's where discussions are at as of this afternoon. Democrats are working to pass an $800 stimulus voucher. Okay? I'll say it again. Democrats are working to pass an $800 stimulus voucher for seniors. This would go to cover or for this particular health coverage. Now, the $800 voucher is not for vision, dental, and hearing. It's not for those three things. It's for just vision. $800 as a stimulus voucher for all seniors. This isn't for people on Medicare. This is for all seniors, at least according to this report. So we do not know, are seniors considered 55 or older? Are seniors considered 65 and older? We don't know this yet. Or are seniors considered anybody on Medicare? Again, this is supposed to be different than Medicare. What we're hearing is that the $800 voucher is just for vision. Democrats are currently discussing a program for hearing aids that, according to multiple reports, Kyrsten Sinema actually supports what Democrats are discussing at this time. We haven't seen the details of it, but as soon as we do, I promise I will fill you in on that update. But President Biden says, as of right now, there's absolutely no consensus as for what we're going to see regarding vision, or actually dental. So that's the issue right now, and I've seen other reports as well. Okay, so we're trying to figure this out. Is the $800 voucher, is that for vision? Is there no consensus for dental? Because dental is considered the hard one. But then other reports are saying, I want to bring you both. Other reports are saying that the $800 voucher is for dental, okay? And that there's no consensus on vision. But let me just bring you, just based off of what I know, when it comes down to vision versus dental, dental is more expensive, okay? Dental is more expensive. So the expectation is, at this time, according to a couple reports, that there's conflicting, there is conflicting reports, but the expectation is it's going to be an $800 voucher for dental, and then there's no consensus really right now on vision. But as to hearing, that's where we're seeing there's going to be some type of program for that Kyrsten Sinema does support. So we're going to see what happens there, but I think this is very interesting because, again, we were first discussing a $1,000 stimulus debit card, and that was going to cover vision, dental, and hearing. Now we're hearing it's just an $800 stimulus voucher, which would just cover either vision or dental, not hearing. So as we know more there, I promise I'll fill you in on that update. But here's another big change, and that was a big change, but here's another big change. The paid family leave has been scaled back from 12 weeks down to just 4. I know you get a lot of you guys are saying, I don't have children. I'm not expecting to have children anytime soon. So when am I ever going to use paid family leave? Well, here's what we know. Paid family leave is not just for children, and if your spouse is having a child, that's not what it's for. Yes, that's part of it, but it's also for people that maybe your parents get sick, right? You need to go and take care of them. Okay, you get 4 weeks of paid family medical leave. Let's say one of your children, they get sick. You need to take some time off of work. Well, there's paid family leave for that, 4 weeks. So it's not just for parents that are having a child, and that's what most people think. Okay, that's not what it's for. This isn't maternity leave. Okay, that's not what it's for. It's paid family medical leave or sick leave. So keep that in mind, that even though you may not have a family, you may not have children or a spouse, you can still use this on, let's say you have a sibling, they need to be taken care of. You can use it. Anytime that care is being used, instead of calling in home health care aides, then yes, you would qualify for paid family sick leave. So just keep that in mind. And that was a big change. We know that universal pre-K is still in and actually has a lot of bipartisan support, but we also know Republicans are never going to vote for this, so really, I guess it doesn't matter there, but it does have support from all parties. We know affordable childcare is still on the table as of right now. The current income limit is $115,000 or less, and that family would actually qualify for paying no more than 7% of their income to childcare. That's going to be big. The poorest families are still going to receive free childcare as well. There's still a family tax credit as well for anybody that does use childcare. It's up to $4,000 per child, maximum of 2 children, or up to $8,000 per year as a child care tax credit. Now, while lawmakers are continuing to hammer out the details of this bill, we are seeing that some are trying to push back against the billionaire tax. But Democrats seem at this point to be okay with charging billionaires a billionaire tax as opposed to going the other route. Okay? But progressives, they're extremely happy right now. They're absolutely loving this because progressives have been saying for quite some time, and this is led by Senator Bernie Sanders, that billionaires need to pay their fair share. And so progressives are absolutely loving that our roughly 700 billionaires here in the United States are going to have to pay more in taxes. They're absolutely loving that. We also know regarding the CDC director has stated that she may need to kind of go back in and update their definition of fully vaccinated now that booster eligibility is increasing. What she's referring to is the fact that right now a fully vaccinated individual is somebody that has either the Moderna or Pfizer vaccine, has had both doses, and waits 2 weeks after the second shot has been given. That is considered fully vaccinated. If you have the Johnson & Johnson shot, it's 2 weeks after your 1 dose. So what she is now saying is that reports indicate that fully vaccinated would have to include a booster shot. But again, until everybody is eligible for one, we cannot address fully vaccinated because that only pertains to a small portion of individuals here in the United States. So, health experts say that they anticipate this definition of fully vaccinated will eventually change, but for the time being, there's no really additional changes that have been made. But I wanted to just point this out, give you an update on this, because when we do see changes, I don't want you to be shocked that, oh, that means I gotta go and get the booster shot now to be fully vaccinated. So I will keep you updated on everything that we hear between now and then, but that is what we're hearing as of today. So good news, we're getting closer on this stimulus package. We are getting closer to an agreement. Lawmakers are starting to come together. The CDC will eventually update their definition at some point. And as we know more, I promise I will share any remaining news and updates with you. So again, thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your Friday. Consider subscribing, and if you can and you enjoyed today's video, go ahead, hit that like button. It really does help out the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one.